Hi everyone, good evening. Okay, I see a lot of people are still joining in. We will just speak for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then we will start. All right. Okay, so let me see who all have joined in. So start writing hi, hello in the chat box so that I know that you guys are there. And we will just get started. Hi Mahalakshmi, I am supposing it is you, Divine Wisdom. So good evening. Apologies as I got delayed because of certain exigencies that I had to attend. So we are going to start with the new series from today, which is very important. I thought this particular series that I'm going to start from today is going to help you immensely in your day-to-day life, right? So these are the things which people keep on, facing in their life quite often. And we just don't feel, I mean, it never feels good about yourself when you go through this kind of situation. So in the next few minutes, I'll tell you what exactly I'm referring to and how quickly, like within a span of 10-15 seconds, you can actually take yourself out of that particular, state, and you get into a very higher state with the help of which you can vibrate at a very higher frequency, vibration. And if you want to manifest, if you want to visualize, you can do everything when you get to that particular state. So this is something which is very common question which is being asked to me whenever I take the Q&A sessions. By the way, I'm also planning to probably conduct a live Hooponopono Q&A session where people can come in, and I have done it quite some time back. Recently I haven't done it, so I think it is time that I do it again, where people can come in and they can just start posting their questions, and I'll be more than happy to assist you with the answers. So let's just talk about the new series that I'm going to start from today. So before I get started, I just want to quickly introduce myself. So my name is Mou. I'm a life coach and author and also a tarot card reader. So I do healing definitely with the help of the energy guidance. I keep telling people I don't heal, but it is just the guidance which flows through me. I being a very small channel, so I just ensure that whatever guidance I receive, I keep adding value, and I keep changing the belief, I keep changing the energy, the vibration, the aura, and so-called the emotional state of the other person. I mean, I'm just explaining in a very, very simple language so that everybody can understand what exactly I do. Tarot reading is one of my very, very favorite, I would say, my baby out of these 4 babies that I have. So tarot reading is something which I do it also on purely the energy guidance that I receive. Often I see people after the tarot reading session, after 24 hours, if they come back to me and if they keep asking me the same question, I don't have an answer for that. But it is the guidance which gives me the right flow of information, and I ensure that I, being the channel, I give you all that which I receive, right? So that's how I work. Even in my sessions also in YouTube also live, you might have seen my previous YouTube lives where I have promised that I'll do something in the next session, and when I come live, I keep telling all of you guys that sorry, I will not be able to do that because I just received a guidance that I should do it. So I purely work on the guidance that I receive. I keep receiving, and I feel that it is amazing when it's not about me, but anybody aligned with that beautiful divine force. There are so many things which gets automated in your system without any effort, right? So this is how we work. And okay, so are you teaching tarot reading, ma'am? So Mahalakshmi, right now I haven't started any tarot reading sessions. It is just the reading that I do on behalf of that person, and I get the guidance, and I also share the remedies basis the question that is being asked and the guidance that I receive. There are some follow-up sessions which I do keep check on the person, that whether the person is doing certain remedies, if the person is facing any difficulty while executing those processes, methods, I'm talking about the remedies, the customized healings, then it is my responsibility to just handhold that person. But I would be starting this course very shortly. I don't have a date right now in my mind, but it is there in my mind that I have received a couple of more requests from so many of you that, you really want to learn tarot reading. And that definitely is in my plan, which definitely be launched maybe the next within a very short span of time. And when I teach something, I just go all out and give you whatever I have within me. So yes, it is definitely there in my mind. Thank you for asking that question. So this new series that I'm going to start from today is about changing your emotional frequency. Now, when we talk about law of attraction, I know there are so many concepts about law of attraction. If you open the YouTube or if you go anywhere, there are so many definitions about law of attraction. And there are so many myths also about law of attraction that it never works, right? For few of you, it would be like, it works like a magic. Where logic doesn't apply, magic comes in place. But for few of you you must be believing that law of attraction never works. I have tried for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and it never worked for me. So it's not the case. So law of attraction is something which is a science which works 24/7. It is not something which I am saying or somebody else is saying. It is a science which is there, right? And if you know how to use it, this will act like a magic. I have done so many beautiful manifestations in my life, starting from my baby, who is now 3.5 years old. He is my manifested baby. So I was in a situation where I was told that I'll never be able to conceive. And now I have a happy, healthy baby. He is now toddler, not a baby right now. But that's the power of, the law of attraction. So you got to use it in a specific way, and you got to use that vibrations that you carry. If you can watch those vibrations, if you know about your energy frequency and all that, which I actually cover in my law of attraction course, plus the other course which I'm going to launch. I know so many of you have started posting so many requests that when is this particular course which I have been talking about in all my YouTube sessions, are you going to launch it? That is my daily manifestation miracle, which is DMM in short, which would be from Monday to Friday every day, most probably at 9 p.m. IST for 20-25 minutes. I'll be meeting all of you guys, and we will do some really live exercises in the sessions, wherein I would be just programming your subconscious mind to take you to that state, to take you to that level where you start feeling that beautiful higher vibration in every part of your body, in every cell of your body, until you come back for the next session, right? And when you start living and when you start breaking certain patterns of negative emotions, which you will start understanding that, okay, fine, this is my pattern. When I see something, I start feeling, I start reacting in a specific way. When somebody says something to me, I start reacting in a specific way. When I say something to somebody and somebody is not listening to me, I start getting this emotion and I start reacting in this way. So these are all your emotional habits, right? So in my DMM classes, it is not a course, it is a real-time experience which I will be doing for all of you. Of course, it's a group session, it's not a one-on-one session where I will be just programming your subconscious mind, and then I'll also start giving you some small assignments for the next 24 hours, for the next 48 hours. And it's a 30 days challenge where I will make you live with that higher vibrations. I will make you get programmed your subconscious with the new emotional habits, which are really helpful for you to attract the desired or the perfect lifestyle that you truly deserve. To get rid of certain of your emotional habits, for example, when you think about anything which has happened in the past, of course, that has no importance in your current life, but you start feeling very low when you think about it. So taking you out of such kind of trauma, definitely it takes time. But when you continuously do this along with me for 30 days, it becomes much more easier for you. So people who have been living for such deep-rooted traumas, such deep-rooted pain, such deep-rooted, emotional situations, where, of course, I do trauma healing at a very advanced level. That's a very deep level, healing, which I usually do for people, and that's purely a one-on-one session, because those are very confidential discussions, right? So we start from the time when we start healing your parents, healing you when you were in the womb. So womb healing is one part of it. So there are so many beautiful ways in the trauma healing advanced level course, that we go through. But if you want to actually upgrade yourself, be it simple advanced law of attraction, be it advanced Ho'oponopono, be it advanced wealth mastery, that is also one of my programs, that is the money mastery, or be it the advanced level of trauma healing. Now all these advanced level of healings will make sense to you when you are prepared. So in order to make you prepared, I have just thought to launch this L1 level, which is a level 1 level, which is mandatory for all the people. Before you get yourself upgraded to any of these courses, you go through DMM course, because that is the time when you will be releasing a lot of your emotional habits, lot of your negative emotional patterns, lot of your DNA memories. DNA memories are nothing but whatever you have experienced from your childhood, which are not wanted, right? Probably the memories, the situations, the emotions, the belief, the concepts, the self concept about yourself, everything. The DNA carries it all. So removing those things, from your system and programming your subconscious mind to a level where you can upgrade. And then if you start upgrading yourself to any of these sections, for example, if you want to do a very deep level trauma healing, or you want to do a very deep level inner child healing, you come to my advanced level courses, and then we will work together. Because this is something which I have seen often. People, they have no idea about what all they are carrying. Suddenly, if I take them to the trauma healing or the inner child healing level of advanced level of healing, or for that matter, the advanced level of Ho'oponopono, suddenly they feel very overwhelmed. Sometimes the body also resists to change, because your body has been so comfortable with that kind of memory, that kind of pain, that kind of emotional habits, that kind of reactions. I have seen people getting triggered with a tone. So maybe some of you are also facing that. When somebody says something in a specific tone, you just lose it. You lose your cool. Maybe the person is not saying something very rude to you, but that tone typically, or sometimes that particular tone or the word, if the other person uses the same word, it gives you that fear trigger, right? So these are the various ways how you can actually start understanding where are your unwanted emotions which are stuck in your system. Secondly, when you talk about manifestation, now be it a money mastery, be it anything, so manifestations will work very smoothly when you have cleared your blockages. Now these all stuck emotions, these all stuck emotional habits or negative emotional patterns will never let you go ahead, right? So if you want to take some inspired inspired actions in your money area, for example, you want to if you're a coach, you want to do a YouTube video, but you keep procrastinating that, no, I mean, what if people don't like me? What if people don't understand what am I conveying? What if I'm not good at my work? These are your emotional patterns, these are your negative patterns, and I can assure you this is not the first time you're feeling this. This has been a pattern which you have felt many times in your life. Now, the patterns are something which keeps on finding spaces in your life where it can show up and give you the same emotion. It can be self-doubt, it can be sad, it can be unworthiness, it can be unwanted feeling, it can be anything. So in order to remove them, you got to program your subconscious mind. That's very important, right? In one of my reprogram of subconscious mind series, I think I have also explained about a very crisp example. So for example, you want to cook something in your kitchen, and you have thought about something special that you wanted to cook, say biryani, and you don't have the ingredients in your kitchen. So you have thought of ordering this or going out and get the biryani ingredients to cook it tonight, right? So you went out and you got the grocery, you got the biryani ingredients, and then when you entered your house, so you wanted to go to the kitchen because you really don't want to waste your time, you want to cook it. But then you see, when you just rang the bell, somebody opened the door, and it could be your spouse, it could be any of your family member, they start talking to you. And you are in your back of your mind, you are like, oh God, I want to just go to the kitchen, I want to cook, I want to eat biryani today, and it is just delaying my process. Secondly, now after some point in time, maybe after 2-3 minutes, when you step forward, you see that your pet dog has come, and the pet dog starts playing with you. So I'm just trying to give you an example of your conscious and subconscious mind. Whenever you are saying your affirmations, whenever you are saying something which you want to program your subconscious mind, the conscious mind is just acting like all these obstacles. For example, when you rang the door, rang the bell and you entered, somebody started talking to you. So you had to spend there for around 10-15 minutes. That is your first obstacle. Secondly, when you just finished that, you wanted to go to your kitchen, the pet dog came and the dog started, playing with you. So you had to play with the dog and you were like, okay, I need to go to the kitchen. Where is the kitchen? I want to go there. So it is exactly what is happening to you every single day. You are doing a lot of affirmations, undoubtedly. You are following so many techniques. You are following so many things that you have learned so far. But to some extent, it is not going to your subconscious mind, because the conscious mind is just like these blockages. The conscious mind is very logical. The conscious mind will immediately stop certain informations which the conscious mind feel that it is unrealistic, especially for your money goals. When you start saying your money goals, you will see that you have so much of resistances in your mind. Sometimes I see people, when they come for my session, they do the affirmations, they're not able to do the affirmations so smoothly, because the body is not used to feel that kind of happiness, that kind of excitement, that kind of satisfaction when they do those money affirmations, when they visualize about probably making money of so and so amount in every month, right? Sometimes what happens, it is actually covered in my trauma healing course, or in my advanced level of inner child healing course also, that when your body gets into too much of I would say situations which are not the positive situations. Now, it can be in any area of your life. It can be regarding your health also. So your body starts getting into a frozen state. For example, if you have been in a state where there have been continuously health issues in your life, back to back you have some health issues, always you're having health issues, you're not getting rid of it. After a point in time, when you are trying to do your health affirmations, you start visualizing all the health problems that you had in the past. Okay. Or sometimes what happens, when somebody comes for my trauma healing, and when I take them through a very initial days of their childhood, maybe after the womb healing, we go to the childhood stage. When I tell them that, okay, can you tell me in this particular age range, how are you feeling by visualizing this, the sequences that is being given to that person, I have seen a few cases where people say that I can't remember my childhood. I just don't remember what has happened. And I feel it is perfect because I don't remember anything. But the sad part is your body is in a frozen state because it has gone through so much. Now the body is not able to process any emotion. So it can be both. It can be a body has totally forgotten how to give that happy reaction, excited reaction, or fulfillment reaction, because the body has not been used to it. Or the body has been into so much of deep pain, or probably so much of back-to-back, unwanted situation experiences, so many limiting beliefs, stuck in your mind, so many experiences that you have gone through. Now your body has become just like an iceberg. So even if you want to remember something from your past, say, for example, 10-20 years back, from probably when you were just a child, before maybe, below 9 years, or even below 8 years, you're not able to remember anything, not even a single incident, specifically the negative situations. So which means that your body has got into a frozen state. In my advanced level of inner child healing or the trauma healing, we take you to that level where we start breaking that ice, because it is very important. Unfortunately, if you don't break it, in the future also, you will start attracting similar kind of situations, people surrounding you every single time. And then you keep complaining to the universe and the higher power that you have made my life so terrible. My life is always surrounded with, so much of problem. Law of attraction never works. Hoponopono never works. I've seen people, saying such kind of comments, but it is just that you need to just, release certain level of trauma. So there are 5 levels of trauma, which any which ways is covered in my trauma healing and inner child healing and advanced level of trauma healing courses. So we categorize you and then we start releasing them from your system. And after a point, the person starts actually processing so much of emotions, the negative emotions, that you get to release them. If you don't release them, you can't recreate your life. You can't recreate your future, because again, your life will just keep on revolving around the same loop. So in my reprogramming of, subconscious mind, which is predominantly the DMM classes that I'm going to start, there I would be just giving you the flavor of everything. So it is not about just programming your subconscious mind. We will do some kind of, sometimes every day will be a game changer sessions for you. So maybe one day we will do some deep level healing. One day we will do some meditation, which you have never done before. One day we will do some left and right brain activity, to just amplify your manifestation. One day we will do something which is crazy, taking you to the 4th dimension and make you manifest. You might not have even heard about it so far, right? Sometimes we will do, a basic level of inner child exercise to make you understand that how it feels when you have been carrying so much inside you, right? Sometimes we may even do advanced level of Hooponopono. So it is a it is a matter of actually giving you everything that I know. We will do tarot readings also. For example, I'm just thinking that every Friday I'll keep a tarot, because tarot reading is, amazing. It is so full of energy. The person who reads and the person who receives. Now, there are so many people who say, what if the reading comes negative? See, it's not about coming negative. It is about the energy, the higher energy, who just wants to let you know if there is something which is probably may create some turbulence in your life. You are knowing it much before and you can control that. So if you want to perceive it as a negative, you will always be vibrating at a negative frequency. And I keep telling this in every tarot coaching. I do a little bit of coaching before I do the reading, so that people get comfortable with whatever reading comes. So even there is something negative, I make them understand this is an opportunity for them to understand something which is going to happen and which they can probably to some extent control it. So what best can happen? If you know something which is not within your capacity, and you know that, okay, this is something which may happen, and from now on, if I start doing these things, I can actually take control of the situation. And I have seen certain cases where the reading came that probably the person has to do the work on their mindset. The person has to do work on their balancing the male-female energy, right? For, for one of the relationship issues that they will be facing after 3 months or 6 months. They have started taking control of it. And I have seen people who come back for the reading again, and I see the reading has completely changed because their energy has changed. So that's why I'm saying, so it is very, tarot is one of my favorite modalities. And it is such a beautiful, I always tell people, whenever you come for a tarot session, always express your gratitude to the universe and divine that they are showing you the way to know something which you are not aware of. And if you're not aware of, and if you know the solution, that's the best thing you can do for yourself and maybe for your family members also. Having said that, so the DMM classes that I'm going to do, as I said, the Daily Manifestation Miracles is all about practicing every day, making you practice 30 days continuously with me to go through all these modalities, the basic levels, to make you prepare, to make you understand that if you keep carrying the same emotional pattern, life is not going to take you, to the next level. And you are definitely stuck. That's why you are here. So why don't you just let yourself understand that, okay, fine, this 30 days, I'm going to give myself time, understand what exactly I need to do first to make my frequency, my vibrations, and my energy to match and attract and make the law of attraction work in my favor. Right? So I'm going to announce the dates very soon, and I'll be keeping the energy exchange very, very low so that maximum people can take the advantage of this beautiful program. And I'm going to run this maybe monthly basis so that it is an ongoing thing, right? So once you are prepared, you are done with the level 1, then you can upgrade yourself to the advanced level. So in today's exercise, what we will be doing is about upgrading your emotional frequency. Now you would ask me why this emotional frequency is so important for us. I'll tell you one thing very, very crisp and clear. Have you seen yourself in a situation where you see that whenever there are negative people around you, you start feeling your energy is just dipping 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%, and then you go to a state where you see 80 to 90% your energy is already dipped and you start feeling very low. Sometimes you start catching the negative thoughts of the people and you start thinking, processing, or talking the same way the other negative people have been talking to you. How many of you can relate to whatever I'm saying? Right? So, or there is a situation where for example, you're feeling happy and excited, but unfortunately you get into a shop or you get into a restaurant, where the where the lights are very dim, very low. Okay, so you remember one thing. So you are very happy, you are very excited because some good news have come to your life, and you went to a restaurant. All of a sudden you see that it is very dull environment where the people are very laid back, and maybe the lights are not that bright. Suddenly you will see that your energy is just dipping, and you start vibrating at that frequency, like feeling very lazy, laid back, or that happiness, excitement, that spark has just vanished. So how many of you can relate to this, whatever I'm saying, and say yes, that yes, it happens to me, that wherever I go somewhere, when there are so much of negativities around me, I start attracting it very, very fast. So say yes in the chat box if you think that yes, this is something which you come across every day. People who are going to work, especially when you go outside and you see a lot of traffic on the road, and you start feeling very low, very negative, because there are so many negative vibrations around you, or everybody is honking, everybody is just cursing the traffic lights, and you start vibrating at the same frequency. So say yes if you feel that yes, this happens to me every time, in my home, at outside, or wherever I go. And it is the external situation which is just controlling me. Sometimes the energy of the people. Now I'll tell you one thing. This is not true. So you will just get the shocker of your life that this is not true, that whenever you go to a situation or a environment where there are so many negativities around you, you can still vibrate at a positive and a higher, and still be happy and smiling and a higher vibrations. How is that possible? Have you seen people, some role models that you keep seeing them quite often on the social media? For example, Pandit Ravi Shankarji. You will always see him, you will always see him smiling. I've never seen him being sad, depressed, or low. He has such a beautiful smile in his face. So he being the Guru, Sadguru, right? Then if you are talking about the markets, like I've seen people who have got tremendous pressure in their brain when they do the stock market investments and all that. So think about Ambani's. I mean, they have a kingdom, I would say, right? And they keep investing so much. But whenever you see them, you get such a positive vibration from them. So it is all about how they retain their vibrations. Now, how do they retain this vibration? So this particular concept, which I'm going to give you today, is going to blow your mind. And if you keep this in your mind, and if you keep a check every day, you're going to just improve your emotional frequency. What is this emotional frequency I'm talking about? So understand one thing, every thought, every belief, right? Whatever we think also has an energy. Now, if you keep thinking something positive, you vibrate a positive energy. If you keep thinking about so much of negativities, your vibrations are always negative. Now, when you are surrounded with people, or you have spoken to somebody over phone, and that person was so negative on the phone, you start attracting that. Why? If the frequency that you are carrying, understand one thing, if the frequency that you are carrying is below 7, so out of 10, say your frequency of feeling low or feeling say restlessness, anxious, or unwanted, or whatever it is at the level of 6, right? The gravitational force of the earth, that is the gravity of the earth, it acts very fast. So what happens is the gravity, it can be anything, it can be people also, will have upper hand on your frequency. So whenever your frequency is below 7, for example, if you're surrounded with 5 people and your frequency is below 7, all these 5 people are talking negative, about something or the other, not necessarily about your life, but something or the other. All of a sudden you will see that you start also talking about the negative things of your life. You start thinking about negative things in your life. This is because the gravity of those thoughts have just impacted you very, very fast. So in order to rectify that, how do you do that? And that's one of the reasons why, sometimes what happens, it starts with a small thought, and then it starts getting into a shape where there are chain of negative thoughts which are attacking you. Like there's never ending thoughts which are just attacking you, right? So it starts with a very small thought maybe, and then you see that, oh my God, it is just that the thoughts are just going on and on and on and on. And sometimes you see that whenever you start your day, right? For some reason, the day didn't start well, and you see there that the entire day has got wasted. It is all about your emotional patterns and habits. It has nothing to do of how your day has got started. It is a pattern that you feel that whenever my day starts on a wrong note, my entire day will get wasted. And as a result, you start vibrating at a below 7 level. So you start attracting, since your frequency is below 7, you will see, you will also start attracting people around you who are below 7 or maybe below 5, right? But whenever your frequency is, above 7, so you are in a state where your frequency is above 7, all of a sudden you will see that you start seeing something very great on YouTube. Sometimes you will see that you start attracting a lot of opportunities coming your way, a lot of ideas coming to your mind, a lot of people, good people who have not been in touch with you suddenly starts contacting you. So it is about your vibration. So understand one thing, everything in the universe is what? Energy. Every energy has a frequency. If you are not taking control of your frequency, you will just attract what? You will just attract similar energy like you. So that's how the law of attraction is working for you. Like attracts like. So if you are liking this emotional state of being sad, depressed, low, you will definitely be attracting this similar energy in your surroundings. Now you will ask me, then how do I get out of this kind of situation? How can I still retain my frequency? How can I still vibrate above 7 even when the entire room is filled with people who are vibrating at a very low frequency, maybe below 7, and they are just talking negative, or the environment is negative? So it is a very simple way, and it's a very scientific way, which I'm going to show you. The science says that any emotions that you are carrying can be changed within a fraction of a second. And make a promise to me tonight that whenever you think that some emotions which are not helping you, you're going to do this. You're going to just wash them off within 10 seconds. So do it with me. Watch the video and do it with me. Whenever I feel I'm vibrating below 7, I'm going to do this. Wash them off and make my frequency go up. Because if you don't wash these negative emotions right away, what will happen is these emotions will take you down, and it is just like a slippery slope. So you will just keep on going down, 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 and you will reach to a state where you start feeling depressed. There are so many situations where people feel suicidal also. There are so many situations where people feel like ending their life or getting into depressions. These are the reasons. Because they haven't taken control of their emotions, and the emotions have just taken them very low, where they're not able to control their emotions, not able to control them. So don't let yourself go there. I would suggest you, before you know that, okay, fine, I'm feeling this, my frequency, quickly check and quickly rate yourself that, okay, if I'm feeling, depressed for any situation that has happened in the past, so what is the frequency that I'm vibrating at right now when I think about the situation? If you measure and if you quantify that below 7, it's an alarm for you that your negative emotions are just identifying and just indicating to you that you got to just do what? Wash them off within 10 seconds and make yourself vibrate at a higher frequency. Because if you take it up, if you go above 7, nothing can impact you. No gravitational force can even impact you. No matter how much people try, people start cribbing, people start doing some bitching in front of you, people start saying negative things about you, nothing is going to impact you if your vibration is above 7. Now, I'm going to give you a very quick way of how you can change your emotional frequency. And this is the series which I'm going to launch. As I said, I'm launching, and this is the first day. So change your emotional habits or change your emotional frequency. So in every day that I'll come live, I'll be giving you some quick way how you can start upgrading your emotional frequency. Because if you really want your law of attraction to work, if you want to attend my DMM classes, you should know these basics of how to make your vibrations vibrate beyond 7, so that no negativities, no negative gravity can impact you. And you can teach this to your kids also, to your family members also, right? So first thing that you need to keep in your mind is, first, as you're not in a habit of changing it, you just have to first observe. Step 1, when you observe yourself, take a pause for a few seconds, understand, okay, what is that emotion which is actually making me go mad, or what is that emotion which is actually making me feel so low about myself? Catch that emotion. Once you catch that emotion, the second step is very simple. The second step is rate that emotion. Is it above 7? Below 7? If it is below 7, right, it is the time for you to change your what? Change or wash that emotion right away. How will you wash that emotion right away within 10 seconds? First thing that you need to do is change your body language. Understand one thing, when you see somebody who is probably vibrating at a very low vibration or a very low frequency, they have a particular body language. You will see their shoulders being slouched. You will see them having very shallow breath, right? You will see them not even doing any eye contact. They'll look down. Their head is always looking down. They're lost somewhere. So there is a typical body language, right? And your body also understands that. So let's do this once quickly. I want all of you guys to look down. So look down, everyone. Look down. And don't worry. As I said, I'm going to take you out from the negative emotions to a very high vibrations within just 10 seconds or 15 seconds maximum. Don't worry. That's my responsibility. So just have that faith, have that trust, and do just the way I'm saying the way you should do it. So look down and keep your shoulders down and sit in a very leisure position, like maybe, bending your back or something. So sit in a leisure position and look down. Keep your shoulders down, completely look down. I wanted to think about something in the past which has happened, which is not a good memory, which always gives you extreme heaviness whenever you think about that or think about that person. So quickly take a minute or so, or maybe just 2 minutes to do this exercise. And then I'll show you how quickly you can just wash away this emotion of feeling heaviness, feeling painful, sad, depressed, or whatever is that emotion, right? So please look down, keep your shoulders down. Or you can also even bend, right? You can also slouch your shoulders and keep thinking about that particular situation, right? Keep thinking about that. And suddenly you will see that the intensity of the negative emotion is just now, it is just amplifying. Your body has started feeling that. Sometimes you might feel that you want to cry thinking about that situation, or sometimes you feel extreme anger boiling up in your body all of a sudden. So feel it. Don't worry. Feel that. Right? Keep feeling it. And keep looking down. Whenever I'll ask you, only then you will look up. So keep looking down. Keep your shoulders slouched. Do some shallow breathing. No deep breathings and all. Shallow breathing from just below your nose. Okay? All right. Now, I want you guys to just look up. Look towards me. All right. Now, simply you have to do one exercise. Take your two hands like this. Keep it under your neck. And take your head up. Right? So you are just looking up. And now I want you to think about the same situation. Think about the same person, the same situation who has actually given you a very tough time. So I want you to think about it. Try thinking it. And keep your head up in the same position. All right, relax. How many of you felt that your brain is not able to process the information? Or how many of you felt that just 3 seconds or just 3 minutes back, I was feeling so heaviness. All of a sudden, my brain has got blank. And you're not able to even process that heaviness or that pain, that sad depression, whatever it is, anymore. How many of you can actually see this happening to your body right now? Once again, do this. So keep your hands under the neck, look up, and keep your shoulders straight. All right, now try to think about the same situation, the same tragedy that has happened. Okay, now relax. And see that you're not able to process it anymore. Let's try one more. So think about any person who irritates you to the core. Like you literally think about that face and you just lose your cool. I want you to take those cases. Right? Or you just want to hate them, who always being very negative about you. So just think about any one specific person or a situation. Anything is fine. All right? Okay, now do this with me. So take your two hands in this way and keep closing your eyes. Okay, before that, keep your shoulders straight. All right, now take your hands like this, cover your eyes and release one eye and look and then close. Okay, release, close, release, close, release, close, and keep thinking about that situation or the person. All right, let's do it together. So release, close, release, close. So when you release it, you're just opening your eye. All right, so release, close, release, close, release, close, release, close. Keep thinking about that person. Keep thinking about that person or the situation. All right, relax. And now just see for a second that, okay, either you're not able to process the situation, you're not able to remember anything, or you are actually going totally into a blank state, or you're not feeling that emotion anymore, like feeling very sad, depressed, or whatever emotions you are carrying, you're not able to feel that anymore. Now, why is it happening? This kind of trauma, this kind of situation which have been so heavy on you for so many years, why all of a sudden you can't even feel that? That's the power of your body. That's the power of your body language. The moment, because you see, whenever you think about that situation, you have got used to a particular emotional habit by which your body starts reacting. Either you feel very sad, or you feel like crying, or you will see a typical body reaction when you think about that situation. For the first time, when I changed your body language and you start thinking about the same situation, your body is not able to process that entire scene. That entire scene which was so fresh in your mind has suddenly become so vague, like a fog. And if you keep doing this, you will see that after 5 or 3 minutes, you can't even remember that situation anymore. That situation will just become fade away so fast, it is not giving you any impact in your body or in your mind. How many of you think that this is a brilliant way and a very scientific way how you can change your emotional state? Now, I'm not saying that every time you should do whatever I have shown. You can do any change of your body language. You will actually learn more about it, the advanced level of this, to change your frequency, your emotional frequencies within, like, how fast, I would say 10-15 seconds, you just can change your emotional frequency. And this frequency, when you are changing, you can actually take your frequency go up. It will never go down. So now just check that same situation for which you might have been in a habit of crying for hours and hours, or feeling sad, or feeling anger, feeling hatred for so many hours. Now you're not even feeling that same negative emotion in your body anymore. Rather, you're feeling much balanced and you're feeling absolutely light. How many of you can feel that, yeah, this is magic, and this is a pure magic scientific way how with your body you can actually change your emotional frequency. So try this out. And as I said, you can do multiple situations, but don't take too many situations together. Take one situation at a time. Whenever throughout the day you feel that, okay, my frequency is just going down, you know exactly what to do. Instead of panicking, okay, my frequency is going down, what should I do? How can I retain it? Don't worry, I have given you the solution. What solution you need to do? You need to just act in a way that the gravity of the negative situation is not impacting you anymore. How do you do that? Wash it off. Come on, do this with me with your hands and say, wash it off within 10 seconds. How many seconds? 10 seconds. Wash that negative emotion within 10 seconds. And how do you do that? Change your body language. Make your shoulders straight, and you can actually do what I've showed you. You can do this. You can, in fact, see towards your right? See towards your right, up, right? And you can start blinking your eyes. Do this again. We can do this as well. So see towards the right side, up, and start blinking your eyes and start thinking about the same situation. And you will be able to see that you can't even remember that situation, or neither you're able to sense those heavy emotions in your body anymore. Right? So try this out. These are simple ways, but this can actually save many lives from getting depressions, from getting into depressions. This can save many days of yours where you have been in a habit of being sad, depressed, low, or you have been in the habit of, feeling that lack, scarcity, mindset. Right? So this is something which is going to be super powerful. Try using it every day. Every day, keep taking some situations which, not situations, but the emotions which you want to change, and start using any three of them. So all three, you don't have to use it. You can just make a combination. Like, I just want to use this, or I want to use this, look towards upwards, or you can, in fact, instead of right, you can also see up. So see up and start blinking, and keep thinking about the same situation, right? You will see that your brain is not able to actually process that situation anymore, right? So keep doing this. And as I said, these are tested and proven, ways how, with the help of your body, you can change your emotional frequency. You can actually stop the stress hormones to get created. If you can control your stress hormones, how many of you think that this is a brilliant way how you can control your mindset? And if you can control this guy, many of your problems will get just solved. If you can control this guy, you can actually start having much more balance in your health, career, money, relationships, because then you know how to control your blockages, how to control your limiting beliefs, how to release your emotional patterns. And that could give you a life with a Ferrari speed manifestations, right? So this is something which is profound and very simple, but very scientific. And this is how you can also reactivate your law of attraction. Because now you are in a situation right now, what I have made you do this, if you start manifesting something right now, if you start visualizing something, before doing any affirmations, you should do this particular exercise. For example, any of your affirmation which you feel, when I do this affirmation, I just can't relate to that, or I start feeling a lot of negative experiences related to this particular topic. Do this exercise, bring your energy balance, and do your affirmations. Simple. You can do that with EFT also, but if you don't have time, this is a quick way. If you're in a public place, for example, in your office, and you really want to upgrade from your frequency from going down or below 7 to above 7, go to the washroom and do it. Simple. I'll share one situation where one of my student, she is a very senior manager in a bank, and she is basically in a department where she had to deal with a lot of customers. So a lot of customers will start in the bank, right? They start, they crib, they complain, they sometimes shout, they scream. So she has to go through a lot of negativities throughout the day. And when I taught her this for the first time, she started exploring a different magic in her vibrations. And I'll tell you a very quick success story, what she has done. So she said that I was just working on my desk, and all of a sudden a customer came and she started screaming at the top of her voice for something which even I'm not aware of, for some other team who has done some mistake. So she wanted to calm her down, but the customer was not in a situation to listen to her. After a moment, that customer left, right? So she got up from her seat, because there were other people also in the floor. So she got up from her seat, she went to the washroom, and she did exactly the same exercise. So she was feeling like crying because the customer had shouted so much on top of her voice in front of so many people. So she was feeling that embarrassment, being in a senior position, somebody was yelling at her. So she just got up from her seat, went to the washroom, did this exercise to change her emotional frequency. She started vibrating above 7. She took it up to 9, where she started feeling extremely balanced and totally focused. And then she started getting, all of a sudden, idea of what to write to that customer over email, which can actually make her feel that she is being taken care of. So she started getting 2 beautiful ideas of, I think, releasing some promotional offer or something. So she started drafting a mail with the help of her junior executive. So she told the junior executive to drop her a mail, and that mail had created a miracle, because that mail had actually made the customer felt so happy and being taken care of, that the customer next time came to the branch, and she personally had actually met my student. I am not taking her name. So met my student and said that, this is the first time where the customer felt that the bank is really concerned and has actually taken care of her situation so well. Not just that, this customer had gone to her boss and had also spoken that how beautifully her issue has been, tackled. The damage which had been made, of course, it could not get controlled, but at the same time, the way she was being taken care of, the way she was being guided to do what she has to do next, and the way she was being handled, she was super happy. So understand one thing, when your vibrations are higher, you're bound to attract everything positive around you. The same customer who was yelling at her, on one day, the same customer went to her, congratulated her, and said that this is something which she has never ever experienced in her 10 years of her account being there in the same bank. And the same customer also, when she met with my student's boss, the customer had gone and had actually appraised about her behavior, about her being, how beautifully the situation was being tackled, right? So this is the power of changing your emotional frequency. So change your emotional pattern, start attracting miracles, start expanding your thinking patterns, be more creative. And as I said, when your frequency is above 7, miracles will just happen effortlessly. And then, of course, you can do Hooponopono also to some extent, some bit of Hooponopono, for yourself to retain this frequency for a longer period of time, right? So how many of you promise that you're going to do this? And as I said, this is something which is very scientific. So many of my students have already done this. Fantastic success stories have already come up, and this is a real life incident which I have just shared with you, right? Who has done it. And she being in such a senior position, she might not have even thought that, why should I go to a washroom and, should start doing this, funny, body languages. But she believed in it. And when she started doing it, she could unleash the power of it. The moment she came out of the washroom, the moment she had upgraded her frequency, which was actually about to get dipped from 7 to below 7, it had actually gone up. And then she started getting some ideas, some beautiful ways of how she can make this situation go better. Not the better, she also got acknowledged and recognized for her effort, right? So with that, I hope today's first day of how to upgrade your emotional frequency is going to just upgrade your frequency within just what? 10 seconds. How do you do that? Every time you feel negative vibrations inside you, take that vibration, take that situation, and do what? Wash it off within 10 seconds. How do you do that? Change your body language. I've showed you some 4 patterns. You can use any 4 of them. You can use a combination of 4 and start attracting miracles in your life. So with that, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being there. And I hope you are going to share this magic with at least 5 to 10 people whom you know. You share this video with 5 to 10 people who are going through a lot of stress in everyday life. And this is a very common situation. Everybody goes through it, be it a working professional or a non-working professional, right? If you can just control your emotional frequency, you can just attract miracles every day. Not just miracles, you can start vibrating at the very high frequency where your life will be just easy and effortless. So if you have such a beautiful, I would say, way to take your life from here to here, why not go to that higher vibration and start living your life easily and effortlessly? So how many of you are promising me that yes, you are going to do this? And secondly, as I said, in my DMM sessions, we are going to do much more deeper sessions. And how many of you think that before coming to my session today in the live, you were actually thinking, you are actually vibrating below 7, but now your vibrations have suddenly gone up and you're feeling absolutely, that spark inside you and that, higher frequency within you, that now if you want to think about some particular, problem or something that you are not finding any solution, you can easily do that. How many of you can actually see the difference? Right? So that is the power of frequency and vibration, which we are going to practice for all 30 days. If I make you do many more other things 30 days with me, you can actually feel, and I don't do it, as I keep saying, that I just receive the energy guidance and I start guiding you. So if you are being guided and if you do it for 30 days, practicing your higher vibration and frequency to live with that vibration frequency, irrespective of what problems you have in your life, irrespective of what people say about you, irrespective of how people treat you, I'm telling you, either, just listen to me very carefully. If you control your vibrations and if you're living with these higher vibrations and there are so many negativities around you, either those negativities will disappear or they will change, because that gravity will have no impact on you. So strengthen your emotional frequency and start living life easily and effortlessly and be a manifesting pro, right? So thank you, everyone. And I'll see you next week. in the next session, where I'm going to give you one more powerful way how to upgrade your emotional frequency. Till then, make a promise, you're going to practice this every day. Do feel free to just comment below under my video to let me know how is it going for you. If you have any questions, just keep asking me. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, because my only agenda is just to work on your mindset, on your belief, and make your life much more beautiful, much more peaceful, and much more aligned with that higher vibrations, right? So thank you. And if in case for some reason I was not able to cover any of your specific situation, which probably I'm not aware of, though nobody has written anything in the chat box, but still, if in case I haven't covered anything specific that you are expecting, we will be covering that in the next session. For that, you can just comment below and let me know what exactly you want to upgrade. Any situation, the emotional frequency that you want to upgrade, write that on the video, so that next time when I come for the live, I can actually address your concern. Till then, keep vibrating with this beautiful energy, sleep with this beautiful energy. And when you keep sleeping with this beautiful energy every night, you will see how beautiful the next day becomes. No panic attacks, no anxious mornings, or no stress mornings, right? So thank you, everybody. And as I am closing the session, I'm again wishing all of you a good rest. Drink lots of water, keep hydrating yourself, keep chanting the Hooponopono prayer to keep yourself surrounded with this beautiful Hooponopono vibration by saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. One more time, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I really love all of you. So with that, thank you, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.